It's a 1-0 defeat for FC Telford United this afternoon at the Jakeman Stadium here in Boston, home of Boston United, and our manager Gavin Cowan with me. Gavin, thought to myself during that second half that inevitably we were going to end up speaking about a refereeing decision at the end of the game, and I do imagine we are.
Yeah, I don't think there's any words I can come up with to explain the decision and numerous decisions. Nick's just spoke to me on the radio there about some of the things that were happening on and off the ball, and just farcical really, the refereeing. The decision's crazy, and his explanation is that Ireland's on the wrong side, which is not, and that he doesn't get the ball, and he absolutely does. So again, you have to be sure of these decisions, and it's I certainly don't want anyone to feel sorry for me or my team, but ultimately it's what we've experienced all year. Yes, of course it's more of a clear-cut one and a little bit more extreme, but we've experienced it all year, starting with the first game at Kettering.
And the disappointment, I suppose, out of that is that aside from that one goal, you've pretty much matched a team third in the table.
I think more than matched him. I thought we were a better side. We were certainly the better side in the first half. Should have been 2-0 up in the first 10 minutes, and then I would have liked us to get more shots off and test the keeper a little bit more second half, certainly with the win. But I thought we were out and out a better team. We battled in there, we matched them for that. I agree with that. But in terms of chances, they've had one shot in the first half, which was the penalty, that should never have been given. As an understatement. And then they've had two flash across the box that I suppose really they get them chances because we're pushing forward trying to get the equaliser. But outside of that, we've just had chances. We've had the ball come in the box, and we have to take responsibility because we need to be more ruthless. We need to have that belief that when the ball comes in the box, we've got to convert. But in terms of my players, I can't ask any more of them. As a manager, you ask them to go out there and work hard and show desire, and then in possession work to the strategy, and they did it brilliantly. And it's been, again, I certainly don't want to dwell on it too much and be negative, but it's been the story of our season somewhat. The lads have been brilliant, and it's been fine margins, and we've not got what I believe we deserve. But ultimately, you have to accept it, and you have to try and be better. But refereeing decisions like that, and one's gone in the past few weeks, I hope I'm not setting us up for more referees to jump on the bandwagon, but it has almost been farcical, and I feel for our supporters. I see them this morning getting on our supporters coach, and they're travelling all this way, and they want to come and have something to cheer about, and I'm sure they'll be very proud of the players' performance. And in the last 12 games, I think only Altrincham away is a performance I've been really disappointed with, but they'll be proud of the players' performance, but they deserve better, and so do my players.
Sure. I sense there was a lot of disappointment in the players' body language at the end of the game, and I think even their manager was maybe almost kind of apologetic about the win.
They're really good, and they understand. They understand that really for them, you've got to say it's a promotion performance, for the promotion win, I would say. They're the games, if you're going to get promoted, they're the games that you've got to come out of with 3 points and be unscathed, and that's what I said to them after. That's a promotion win for you. Teams that are looking to go and get promoted somehow make it work, and they've done that today, even with a farcical referee decision. And they know how fortunate they were today. But that being said, credit to them, and that's what you've got to do in times when it's tough. They've put in a great performance against York here in their last home game, and they've battled and kept going. And even though I believe that we certainly deserved a draw, if not we deserved all 3 points, that's what they've got to do as a team, and we've got to find that ruthlessness in the box. They defended wholeheartedly, and we've got to just make one of those happen for us, really, and it just didn't.
Sure. Does it make it any easier? You've got a game on Tuesday against Curzon coming up. There's nothing you can say about the performance today that the players get everything you asked for.
Yeah, it doesn't make it easier, Rich. I'm passionate about it, and it hurts me for days. Especially the injustice, but you have to just be resilient and bounce back, like you rightly say. And I just feel the players are. I've got to say, in the last 12 games, there's probably one performance I've been really disappointed with, and other than that, the players are doing the club proud and doing me proud. Like I said to them, I go into any trench they want with them when they perform like that, and they have done that for quite some time now. But you've got to make your own luck, but we're just not quite getting it. It's not quite falling for us. It's not quite happening, and we have to take responsibility for that ultimately. And I'm loath to, I've got to make it known, I've always been loath to criticise referees because it is such a hard job, and they will make mistakes. I can swallow that. I'm just absolutely flabbergasted that this year I've seen so much incompetence. If the referee's saying in that tackle there that he's the wrong side, well, I just know he wasn't. And then to say he didn't touch the ball, well, everybody that's I don't know what he's seen. I don't know how we can come to that conclusion. So for me, that's incompetence. And if that was me in my job, then obviously there'd be consequences. So we don't have the benefit at this level. And I'm sure he's a good referee at other times, but just for us at the moment, it's not happening. But again, it's been a story of our season. But we've got to, for the remainder of the games this year, we've got to rewrite our own story. We can't just expect people to feel sorry for us, because they won't. Supporters will demand more, and we'll demand more of ourselves. But just in terms of the players, I just think they were a credit to me, my staff, the club, the supporters. I just feel for the supporters going home today that they haven't got more to be cheering about.
Okay, that's great, Gavin. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.